Hello, you just reached MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. We're currently tying up phone lines and burning through cell minutes to get you closer to the guys on top of the boxes and over the wall down on Pit Road. Thank you for holding. You are now being connected to your hosts, Sammi Jo Francis and Rocko Williams.
Welcome to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. We made it.
Did we?
We made it.
Where do we make it to?
We made it to the end of the season.
It is I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
I mean, it's flown by.
The Ford Championship weekend is right around the corner, which means so is the end of our show.
Homestead, Miami. Man,
yes.
I can't believe we went from February to November.
That's
Every
right.
single week.
I mean, I can because every other week I was in another country, but
yeah, you were.
For you, it was a longer season.
But I feel like, we shed some light on the lifestyles and the personalities of our exceptional pit crew members across the sport.
So do I, and I think it's important because the drivers get so much love. It's important to see the magic behind the car too.
Yes.
But because it is our last episode, we thought we'd give some magical moments another visit.
We've had a lot.
We have had a lot.
We've had a lot of moments.
But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about hashtag Daniel Strong.
Yes.
Because this is something that is trending on Twitter, and for good reason.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead and give us the backstory.
Well, Daniel Strong is a well-known pit crew member. He's a rear tire carrier on the number 4 car for Kevin Harvick. And Bristol week, he was diagnosed with cancer and had to forego chemotherapy. And it's just, when I heard this story, I've known Daniel for a long time, and very, very vibrant personality. Everyone knows who he is. Daniel has to be around 35 or younger. He's around my age. At the same time, he's just well known. He's been with Kevin Harvick for as long as I can remember.
Yep.
Won a lot of races, and having to begin his chemo treatment, he was not able to continue with pitting cars, and he was replaced with Michael Johnson, who did a remarkable job of filling that void. With no cup experience. And did a great job. And this week, now that the number 4 car is in the championship 4 in Miami, Homestead, they are replacing Michael Johnson with Chris McMullen from the 10 car.
Not because of his performance, just because it's faster with a veteran, basically.
In their statement, there is some speed that can be gained by substituting Chris McMullen. And when you're in this position of trying to win a championship, you have to have your best. You have to give it your all. You have to put your best team forward. And when you're in a position where you can have a guy that on your roster, on your team's roster, who is not competing for the championship, why not sub them in to make your team stronger? And it's great to have that asset as a team. And I feel like they have an advantage with subbing Chris McMullen in. Even though Michael Johnson did a great job, this is how it goes. You want to have your best guys up front. So
of course.
I'm going to be paying attention to that.
And of course, they would love to have Daniel with them. But in the meantime, we are sending our thoughts and prayers to Daniel, and you can join in those thoughts and prayers given with hashtag Daniel Strong on Twitter.
Yes.
But a very exciting championship weekend ahead.
Yes, it is.
A Ford championship weekend. What do we think?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm kind of torn. I want to see a good race.
Well, I think every time you've predicted it, the person you say has not won. So don't predict it.
Well, the storylines with this race, I want to see Kyle Larson, who's dominated this race, as it comes to the Cup Series. I want to see him in a position to win the race, coupled with the championship drivers trying to win as well.
Right.
I want to see that story unfold, the give and take unfold, as far as you don't let the guys compete for the championship just win because they're competing.
That's right.
He wants to win this as well. And he's dominated years, the past 3-4 races, and has not found a way to win that race. I want to see that also at the same time in the Xfinity Series the day before. I want to see the Cole Custer. He's almost like the veteran of the crew of that championship 4 with Christopher Bell, T.J. Reddick, and them, Daniel Hemrick.
So you want it more for the entire team?
I do. I just want to see a good race. You know,
Right.
I don't really have a dog in the fight. You know, Jeff Gordon
That's
is
what
my
he says
driver.
because every week he predicts the
Chase
wrong,
Elliott is out.
the wrong team.
You know, so therefore, I just want to see a good race. I do want to see that.
I feel like that's what you say when you when you're bad.
Sammy, stop it. Stop it.
Just baiting him. All right. Well, listen. I don't want to toot my own horn, but if anybody needs a tire changer, I could fill in.
You probably could now. You've had some training over this year, right?
I have, and that's our first magical moment that we're going to revisit and just watch my blooming career start.
We're gonna hit lug nuts, and it's time to get serious, all right? I need max effort here.
Are we bungee jumping afterwards?
What this is gonna prevent you from going really, really fast until you get a feel for it.
We're managing your speed here, is what Coach is saying.
And our guys practice with it to build up their forearms and build up their accuracy.
Okay. Clearly you don't know how much muscle I have.
So, can you explain to Sammy how we time the speed of hitting a lug nut?
Now that we've been doing it for so long, we can do it with our eyes. We know how fast somebody's hands are going pretty much almost down to the half a second. But what we started out with 20 years ago was using this metronome that gives us a sound readout of how fast that's going. Okay? And we time that. Okay? So we timed that beat. I used to be a tuba player in the band.
Okay.
And I wanted to figure out what instrument we could use, and so that we came up with this right here. So that is going about 0.88, about 0.9.
Okay.
So we know if somebody can hit at this speed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 0.9 seconds.
0.9 seconds.
Of giving.
Okay.
That's what we need you to do today.
Now,
I want Sammy to hit 1.5 seconds. Sure what
So
that
slow
looks
it down, okay?
Sure what that looks like.
1.5. We're doing it in 1.5 seconds, and that's super fast, believe it or not.
But what if I can't do it?
Well, we're going to see in a minute.
Can't is not in our vocabulary, Sammy.
Well, duh.
This is MRN.
Okay, all right.
Just a little bit.
I don't know if I can do that. That's really slow.
There you go. Keep going. Get the rhythm. It's like dancing.
To stop. Now, you have to do it in rhythm.
There you go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's my girl. Come on, hit him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you mess up, don't worry. Just keep going. All right, give me 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're out of the practice phase now. Rocko will explain that.
So, we're removing your binds, Sammy. You're free.
I'm free.
You're free.
This is where I take off?
You're free, girl.
Yeah, good practice.
Hey,
I made it.
You did good.
Regular changers practice, they practice with that
Yeah.
and on our simulator there for at least a month before they actually hit live lug nuts.
I'm in the advanced program?
Oh,
We're fast tracking you. How long does it take a tire changer to finally figure it out and to make it to the Cup Series?
Probably about 3 years.
3 years of this.
3 years.
So how long did it take me? 3 minutes?
You're fast tracking.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready.
You can do it.
All right. That's really turned up. I don't know if y'all know that. And then do it?
Start here, turn it
Okay.
on, and then hit them. Good job. Let's see.
That's Sammy.
Now you got a hand.
Bottom left.
You got that
Hey,
hand right.
but you get the feel of it.
Go back and get it, okay?
We're leading the race. Money stop. What you got? Go back and hit him, Sammy. Get him off. Get it.
Go set it. Good
That's my
job.
girl.
See, I
One
didn't
more
want a
time.
tire penalty. Best coach in the world.
She did an excellent job.
She did.
She did
That's
an
right. So
excellent
am I
job.
replacing Rocko?
No, everybody's replacing Rocko.
So again, you can find me on LinkedIn under New Tire Changer. We'll be back with more MRN Crew Call right after this.
I don't know if I'm hiring her.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Chris Crockett, straight from the NASCAR stands, here with another member of our Toyota racing family, Jason.
Hi there.
Oh, you seem impatient.
Oh, well, I've been holding it in for a while.
A while?
Since it started.
The race?
No, the season.
Wow, guess you don't want to miss any action.
Nope, I don't.
Oh, did you just see Denny Hamlin take the lead?
I haven't taken my eyes off him.
Jason, you don't look so good. Can I offer you some water?
Absolutely not.
NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go in the playoffs? Learn more at toyotaracing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
Grunt Style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt Style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com.
This is MRN Crew Call. For English, press 1. Hello, watch off to the pieces you've dropped by, love. We have more bits and bobs in store as we chin wag with this lass and laddie. Here's Sammi Jo and Rocko.
Welcome back to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we are. Bittersweet.
You know where I didn't have a good time because I was dying for days afterwards?
Where's that, Sammy?
The Combine.
Ooh, I remember that Combine.
So do I, and you're still on my crap list for it, okay? Well, let's take a look at how Rocko tortured me and what these other people go through at a Combine for NASCAR.
The NASCAR Drive for Diversity Combine.
Rocko, this is a brand new space.
Oh, yes. Very
I kind
excited.
of know where I'm at. I'm still a little bit lost, so give me the rundown. What are we doing?
Well, we're at the NASCAR Research and Developmental Center. We're here for the NASCAR Drive for Diversity National Pit Crew Combine.
It looks like a football combine, though. It doesn't, I mean, I haven't really seen anything other than a lot of guys working out and sweating, and it makes me a little tired.
Well, Sammy, it's more to it than that because we have 13 men and women from across the country, HBCUs around the country.
They are beasts.
Bethune-Cookman, Virginia State is represented, North Carolina State University.
Norfolk State, I heard that.
North Carolina A&T, Norfolk State.
Yeah.
We got guys from tennis, from basketball, from football, from track and field, and they're all vying for a position.
My teammate Larry Brim, he told me about this my junior year, and then I met up with Coach Phil Horton, and then I got his number, and then we went on for there.
Ever thought about majoring in robotics and
electromechanical engineering, robotics engineering, double major.
Electromechanical engineering, and so you're a double major?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of credit hours.
Yes, sir. A lot of hard work, a whole lot of late nights, man.
Are you a competitive individual?
Oh, yes, sir. I love to win. I love to win.
I would say my ultimate goal is to get signed to a cup team.
A cup team?
Yes, go over the wall. Cup race, get signed to, you know, that's the big stage.
Any team in particular?
Not necessarily.
So it can be any cup team, or do you want to be a front runner cup team? Do you want to be a...
I want to be at the top.
Top cup.
Top cup, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you don't have any favorites?
No favorites.
Bree, my co-host thinks she can do what you do. I believe she can too. Can you help me out?
Listen, I think I can do
I think
what
she
you
can do it
with your help.
I think she can do it.
With my help?
Yes.
Do you mind taking her through
Yeah, I don't mind.
what you went through day one?
Do you mind getting out of here?
All right, I'm going.
That's how we're going to get started, right?
I'm counting on you, Sammy. There you go. That's as fast as you got.
Gotta pull my pants up.
2 feet in. There you go, Sammy. Look at that athlete. Oh, there you go. Come on. My coach would say, stay off my furniture.
Do I lead with right? Go back, yeah. Lead with the right.
She's stalling. Let's go. Don't stall. Just work. Go. 2, 3, 4.
Twist down.
2, 3, 4. Come on, one more. Hey, Bree. We got to close shop and move out. It's been over 2 hours. So let's just call this quits, Sammy. Nice try.
No. I'm staying here.
Yep, no, my abs still hurt from that.
And you wanted to be a pit crew member.
I mean, I did. I have high hopes. Again, my tire changing is on point. I don't need to be able to ab roll and do all of that, right?
You might have to. Hey, Brianna Daniels does it.
I know.
You were learning.
I know. We had her on the show, and she was phenomenal.
She was trying to teach you.
The two Brees.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yes.
Breeze and Breeze.
Bree and Bree.
But you did good. You did make me proud, Sammy. I got to admit, you did. I like the fact that you did not give up. Your tenacity.
That's right. I mean, I had to stop because it had been 8 hours since I started.
You did not quit.
No.
That's the first rule. Do not quit.
That's right. Bree taught me that, not Rocko. So, all right. So speaking of making these teams, let's talk about the championship teams.
Yeah, the 4 teams that are in the championship are the number 18, the number 22, the number 4, and who am I missing? The 78.
Right.
So 78. So
let's go over the real stars of those teams.
Yes. Let's give the names of those guys who will be competing to win 2018 championship.
So on the number 18, you have TJ Ford, Cam Waugh, Joe Crossan, Jeff Cordero, and John Eichner.
Yes, and they have been together all year. No changes to that team, which
I think that says a lot about team chemistry.
Yes, and the 18 has been the most consistent, one of the top teams all year round because of that.
Right, and that's how you would prefer it, to not change anybody, right?
I mean, that's how you would prefer it. Sometimes it's just
you can't help it.
It has to happen, you know.
Right.
You
especially if it's going to increase your bits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have that.
Well, the number 4 team is Shane Papala. Now, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that one. He gave me the difficult names on purpose. Michael Johnson, who, as we discussed, is being switched out with Chris McMullen, but has done a phenomenal job with no prior Cup experience. Stan Doolittle, Michael Morneau, and Justin White, and that is the number 4 car. Now, what do we think about them?
Well, that car's been consistent too as well. Not a lot of changes to that car. Well, there were changes earlier in the year via the tire changers. They were doing a bit of a jungling act, trying to find the best fit for that car.
Sure.
When you're pitting for Kevin Harvick, it's very demanding. You know, that is technically your top car at Stewart-Haas Racing. You know, they've won the most races.
And they started.
They have the most pressure, and then Kevin Harvick is a very, very, I would say, voracious, what's another word? Yeah, he's going to let you know what he feels. So there's a lot of pressure with that team. That says a lot about those guys.
Gotta be tough-minded.
To be with that team throughout the year. So
let's hear the rest of our superstars.
So we have the number 22 car, driven by Joey Logano. He's catching a lot of negative and positive feedback based off of his driving style the past few races or not. But I love it. I love the fact that he's willing to take a car out to get to this point, to this championship.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. His crew members have been solid. They are Thomas C. Hatcher, Zachary Price, Dylan Dowell, Graham Stoddard, and Ray Gallahan. Veterans, all of them across the board, very experienced.
That helps.
No changes on that team all year again. So they'll be one to watch because they hit their stride.
We don't want you to jinx them. Don't say they're going to be one to watch because
they are the one to watch.
All right.
And then we have the 78.
Yeah.
In the 78, they've made changes to their crew within the past 10 races as well. They are Clay Robinson, Lee Cunningham, who was on our show, Joshua Shiplett, Eric Groen, and Brian Deal. Now, the 78 guys, they do train at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Okay.
You know, at the same time, they are contracted out to the 78 team. So it's a bit of an in-house rivalry there. They are going to really
be a team to watch?
To be a team to watch.
Okay, let me ask you this before we toss to break. Is there a benefit to going, hey, you've worked all season, we're going to let you have the rest of the time off, let's put some fresh blood in there? Or is it strictly, we got to adjust because we're not competing with the other championship teams?
Well, no, you're running, it's a risk. It's a big risk to make a change with one race to go in the championship race, but I feel good to the fact that they're not making a change to a rookie or someone who's inexperienced. Chris McMullen is
all
a veteran,
veterans.
and he knows how to play the game. He knows the deal. They would not be making that change if they did not have faith in Chris McMullen and his skills there.
Well, we've got more magical moments coming up on MRN Crew Call, and we're talking more about the Ford Championship weekend. We'll be right back.
Clutch Coffee Bar in Mooresville, North Carolina is redefining the drive-thru coffee game in Race City, USA. The Clutch experience is quick, efficient, and personal. Unmatched customer service is the name of the game. Clutch Coffee Bar offers signature espresso drinks, classic coffees, custom-flavored infused energy drinks, smoothies, and more. With over 25 flavors, there's something for everyone. Visit our 2 locations in Mooresville, 356 Williamson Road and 154 West Plaza Drive. Open daily 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. Power up today with Clutch Coffee Bar.
In order to maximize a vehicle's performance and efficiency, the proper adjustments need to be made based on the road ahead. That's true for both race car drivers on the track and for truck drivers hauling freight on the highway. But if your truck's equipped with the Detroit DT12 automated manual transmission with intelligent powertrain management, adjustments are made automatically based on GPS terrain mapping, maximizing performance and efficiency. Don't just want better business solutions, demand them. Learn more at demanddetroit.com.
When the smoke settles, the entertainment never stops. On race weekend, your favorite NASCAR personality is an everyday superhero.
Chase Elliott is going to victory lane.
But when they leave the track, they're just like us, everyday people.
You know, as I've said before, I'm going to be me. And
I'm Susie Armstrong. Join me on a daily journey as we discuss the hot topics and engaging personalities of NASCAR Nation. The world of racing, weekdays on the Motor Racing Network. Thank you for joining MRN Crew Call. If you know your party's extension, please send it along. I haven't been to a good one in years. Now, here's Sammi Jo and Rocko.
Welcome back to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. And I feel like it should be Disney since we're talking magic moments.
Oh, it has been this magic. You want me to sing?
I don't think we want to lose our viewers yet.
I won't do it.
Donald is saying please no.
What the Rock is cooking.
Can you smell it? I can smell it.
I hope I can't smell anything that you're putting out there. Can you do the eyebrow, though?
No, I can't. I have the slaw brow.
You know, I feel like we focused a lot on the torture that you've put me through, and though I appreciate that, you know, trying to train me up, you had some breaking news for how pit crews can get better.
I did at the beginning of the season.
You've got some pretty awesome moves.
At the beginning of the season, I want credit for the fact that Crew Call,
you heard it here first.
MRN Crew Call introduced the left-hand jack technique.
That's right.
Okay? So
you
it was
were
the left-handed jack,
credit.
right foot pivot. The left-handed jack, the right foot pivot is going to
Say it 3 times fast.
The left-hand jack, right foot pivot. Left-hand jack, right foot pivot. Left-hand jack, right foot pivot is going to revolutionize the pit stop in 2019.
Are you saying that because you unveiled this at Rev Racing?
Yes, I did.
Oh, all right.
Yes, Coach Phil Horton and I want the credit for it. So,
all right. Well, let's roll the video and see exactly what you're talking about. Left-hand jack, right foot pivot.
This is revolution.
If you don't mind, I wanted to showcase on my show how we're going to change the game in pit stops for next year or years to come.
Oh, you're talking about the left-handed jack.
But what are you doing right now?
With the pivot.
Yeah, I am talking about that. So right now we're doing the standard right side jack. Standard.
Nice and smooth. Steady.
All right, turn up, Jabari.
Woo! All right.
Hey, give him some.
Now I'm going to show you the right side hop. This is the hop.
Nice and smooth.
Woo!
Right,
Do it again.
Good job.
All right, now the fun stuff. I'm going to show you how we're going to change the game in pit stops in NASCAR. This left-handed jack right here, compare the two. Handle on opposite side of each other. This is the right-handed jack, this is the left-handed jack. It doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, but doing it with this left-handed jack, with the proper technique, is going to be faster. And we're going to show you out.
What I'm getting ready to show you now is the footwork. All right. What we've determined is we want to close the spacing. We want to get the jackman as close to this tire as possible, without taking 2 or 3 steps to it, without hopping to it. We want him to do a pivot move, grab that tire, and index it. All right. This is basically ergonomics of movement on how to jack a car. Once he sets it, comes back and jacks it, this foot does not move. Pivots into the turn, makes the index.
So, Coach, you're saying that's faster than hopping to the car or walking to the car?
Probably half a second, sometimes a full second.
I want to ask you, do you really feel like this left side jack, right pivot, is a game changer?
Very high on it. Our data has shown that it will cut a half a second to a full second off. You just have to find the right people that can do it. Will it revolutionize the sport? I mean, that's a big statement.
Yep.
But we think that it will make that left side especially very fast, and it'll take those stops. It'll take an average team doing 13.5s into the 12s.
I like what I saw today. I feel like if the teams utilize this process, this technique, with the guys that they have, you can find time there. And we're constantly getting better. It's 21 years you've been doing this, Coach.
Yep, we've taken, we have looked at a lot of things over the last 21 years. Yep. We've perfected some things. We've stolen some things. We use it all. But the goal is to have the fastest pit stop. Yep. The goal is to turn out the best pit crewman. We here at D4D, that's what we strive for, and that's just a product that we like to put out there to make it all work.
Well, I appreciate you providing this access, Coach. It's behind-the-scenes footage, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
I think it's going to be good.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
So we're letting you have credit for that. I would like to take credit with you for making this show not only entertaining, but informational.
You can have that credit.
All right. Because the off season is when you're staying on the grind, you're staying in peak physical condition, like your wife said last week on the show. It's not just the season job. It's a year-round thing.
It is, and the off season is upon us.
Right.
And it's about to get cranking. I'm telling you.
The off season is the time to practice the left-hand jack, right foot pivot.
Well, not everybody can do it. So
Correct.
hey, you got to practice.
But at least try in the off season.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff we can showcase in the off season.
You know what? I feel like that was a lot to take in. So maybe we need to break it up with some fun. Maybe some Canadian fun.
Because it is fun. It is. It is necessary to have fun when you're learning.
Yeah, you got to break it up a little.
Chip Ganassi Racing did a great job of doing that.
Keeping it competitive.
Keeping it competitive and having fun with their their yearly Canada Day event that they have amongst their teams.
Let's check it out.
Happy Canada Day.
We're coming to you live from the Canada Day Classic
at Chip Ganassi Racing. And these boys are out here getting it
and
in
it's
this.
not just one team.
No.
It's all of them.
Matt Simmons from the Cuticle Crunchers?
The best to ever do it.
The Cuticle Crunchers?
What is that?
I bite my fingernails a lot, so I'll just be sitting there biting my fingernails. So they.
Hence the picture.
Yeah, the Cuticle Crunchers. So that's how I got the team name.
How's it going out there? How's it looking?
It's going good. I'm playing a lot of defense down here. I'm not a scorer. I'm horrible at hockey, completely horrible at it. But we have Dallas on our team, and Dallas is phenomenal. So the goal is just don't let them score, get the puck to Dallas, let him score.
So you're riding Dallas's coattails.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of great things about your hockey skills. Tell me a little bit about how today has been for you.
Well, I never pick up a hockey stick a day in my life, but today it's all been greatness. Just show the true potential of a true athlete that can do it all.
I heard that you were drafted last.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Mr. Irrelevant, and everything that I just said, just wash all that away.
I think you're the only Canadian here.
That's correct. That's correct. And it's an unfortunate reality for these guys, seeing as there's one Canadian and kind of co-leader of this department. These guys have to do this every year.
Rocko.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that you're an athlete. Okay, you got the slawness, but how are you at hockey?
I do it like I do it for TV. You think good, feel good, play good. I look good, I feel good. I'm gonna play good.
Just go. We're gonna watch this. This is gonna be good. All right, Rocco's lining up the shot. He's feeling confident. He looks good. Here he goes. Oh, it was so close, but no cigar. I feel like that's going to be a lot of lost bragging rights right there.
Sammi Jo, let me talk to you.
Yeah, what's up?
You better take a shot. You think you can do one better than myself?
Here's how good I am. I don't even need the stick.
Ooh, that's how it goes. Hey, we're going to see what Sammy's got. She says she does not need the stick for hockey.
Secret weapon in 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Can she do that? Can she do that? I appreciate the fact that she scored, but I don't know if that was a legal move.
it counts.
That win is encumbered.
Listen, beast mode right here.
Hey,
Hold on, let me push it up more.
If you feel good about yourself,
I do.
that's all that matters. You
I
wanna
do.
Be a cheater.
And on that note, we're going to go to commercial breaks so I can gloat. We'll be back with more MRN Crew Call right after
That's what
this.
you get.
That is what I get.
Chris Crockett, straight from the NASCAR stands, here with another member of our Toyota racing family, Jason.
Hi there.
Oh, you seem impatient.
Oh, well, I've been holding it in for a while.
A while?
Since it started.
The race?
No, the season.
Wow. Guess you don't want to miss any action.
Nope, I don't.
Oh, did you just see Denny Hamlin take the lead?
I haven't taken my eyes off him.
Jason, you don't look so good. Can I offer you some water?
Absolutely not.
NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go in the playoffs? Learn more at toyotaracing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
Grunt style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt Style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com.
Change is good. You're either growing together or growing apart. You know, some kind of change is always happening.
There are plenty of changes in the NASCAR garage in 2018. What isn't changing is NASCAR Today Midday, keeping you up to date.
To be able to drive for Roger Penske on the Cup side has been something I've always wanted to do, and to bring the 12 car back, I think it's a pretty big deal.
Your midday NASCAR fix is NASCAR Today Midday, weekdays here on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Hello, MRN Crew Call. Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Well, let me transfer you to someone who actually cares. Here's Sammi Jo and Rocko.
So we're here at Martinsville Speedway on Pit Road. I have Eric Rowan and Braxton Brennan. Jackman for the number 2 and the number 78 respectively, pitted right next to each other. Guys, how do you think we can improve pit stop speeds on race day?
All my life, I thought if we used triangle-shaped lug nuts and stuck them on with some tree sap and that buttered put-on theater popcorn, that'd stop them from shaking loose. But every time I try it, they stick to my fingers.
I agree with that, but I also know that Tangelos taste real nice to me. Pretty nice.
We have 3 of the top tire changers in NASCAR right now, Josh, Hunter, and Justin. Guys, I want to ask you, what food best represents your job on pit road?
Broccoli. Tots and pot roast.
Tots and pot roast.
Tots and pot roast. Hot wings and weenies. Mm-hmm.
Hot wings and weenies. Okay. So we're here at Martinsville Speedway.
Hot wings and weenies.
I mean,
but
is that what describes your
Did you catch what he said? Triangular shaped lug nuts, glue them on with tree sap and the butter from movie theater popcorn.
But every time it sticks to his hands.
That is ingenious. And those guys, to their defense, they did not know that was going to go down.
That you were going to bad lip read them?
Yeah, so they beat me up at the track last weekend, or this past weekend in Phoenix when they saw me. And
I don't blame them.
They thought it was funny.
Okay, good.
My arm is sore over it. I got a lot of punches to my arm after that.
Right, lots of bruises going on. Well, it has been an amazing season.
It has been.
And throughout almost the entire season, we've had our Clutch performers brought to you by Clutch Coffee Bar. Delicious coffee. But I want to give props to our final Clutch performers.
The final Clutch performers of the week for the year of 2018, it goes to, fittingly, Cam Waugh and Joe Crossan from the number 18. I feel like the performance that these guys made, they could have had Clutch Performer of the Week
every week,
numerous of times.
Yeah.
But, it's very fitting. They had a great race again this past weekend and they won the race. And they advanced to the championship 4, and now it's all or nothing. One race left.
Now every pit stop is a money stop, right?
Every pit stop is a money stop.
That's right.
Well said.
So you'll give them their Clutch Coffee Bar
yes.
gift cards for coffee when they get back from potentially winning a championship.
I'll see them in Miami, so I'll make sure I hand deliver it to those guys.
Yeah. Well, awesome job, and thanks to Clutch Coffee Bar for noting our Clutch performers every week.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about something that wasn't very clutch last week.
What's that? What do you want to
Kurt
talk about?
Busch had a little slip up on pit road.
No, really?
And he had kind of a meltdown over the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And a veteran driver said, hey, brush it off. You got to keep going. So this brings me back to not the drivers, the pit crew. How do you brush off a bad stop? Let's say it's championship weekend. You're in one of the 4 teams going for the championship. Bad stop.
Well, with me in my memory, it's easy to brush it, to forget a bad pit stop. But you have to have short-term memory when it comes to pit stops. You can't hang on to a bad stop, to a missed lug nut, to a bad tire hang, a bad jack. You have to let it go. You got to be like
Dory. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. You have to let it go because it will hinder you from your performance on your next stop. You just have to reset. The best thing I would do is just wipe it clean and just focus. This isn't stick and ball sports where you get multiple downs to redeem yourself.
Right.
When it comes to pit stops and pitting a car, you have one chance to make the best of that stop, and you just have to let it go.
Well, the Ford Championship weekend goes down this weekend at Homestead, Miami. It's going to be a good one. And MRN has your coverage. The pole qualifying is at 6 o'clock on Friday. The Ford EcoBoost 200 is at 7:30 on Friday. The Ford EcoBoost 300 at 3 on Saturday. And the Ford EcoBoost 400 at 1:30 on Sunday. It's been an incredible season. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next season.
You know it.
The best to ever do it.
The best to ever do it.
No.
The best out there.
Daryl and Donald, the best to ever do it.
The best out there.
We'll see you next year.